Hello, beloved. This is your sister Evangelist Marie, and this is our 133 day into our Bible reading in 365 days. May the Lord be blessed. May the Lord be magnified. I am so grateful that I am this journey with you. I know it's not easy, but we need to keep pressing on. As per our schedule, we have to start Luke chapter 1 from verse 1 to verse 25, and also to read the book of First King chapter 10 and chapter 11. Let us dive into it. In Luke chapter 1 is again the repetition that we read into the book of Matthew, and in the first chapter of Luke is about the birth of Zachariah, and also the birth of John, when his father Zachariah was served into the temple because it was his turn. But this is what is here. They say that there was in the days of Herod, the king of Judah, a certain priest named Zacharias, of the division of Abijah. His wife was of the daughter of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. And they were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandment and ordinance of the law blameless. But they had no child, because Elizabeth was barren, and they were both well advanced in age. So we have this perception that when we serve God, when we walk according to his precept and his commandment, you automatically will have everything that you desire, which is wrong. You will have everything that God have set for you, not what you desire. Because they were walking, she was barren according to human, but the Lord have a plan. The Lord have preserved that womb for the town crier of Jesus, meaning for the one that will come before him and announce him and introduce him to the world. But in the eyes of people, she was getting old. The husband was getting tired, and they did not have children. They were called her barren. Meanwhile, in the eyes of God, she was not barren. So, beloved, let us not be quick to judge. Verse 17, he will also go before him in the spirit and power of Elijah. So she was about to bring Elijah back to earth to fulfill, because Elijah is one of the trump card of the Lord. At every given situation, you will hear Elijah the Tishbite. He came from nowhere, and this is John the Baptist that came from nowhere, and he is the Elijah again. Because remember, when we read Matthew, that people were asking and asked Jesus that, but they say that Elijah will come first, and he said Elijah came. Elijah came, and this was John the Baptist. So, and in verse 25 he said, though the Lord has dealt with me, this is Elizabeth that was marveled about what God have done for her. It's so marvelous. And then let us go to First King chapter 10 and 11. First King chapter 10 and chapter 11. Let's read it. Let's go through it, because we cannot read. This is the story of the Queen of Sheba that praised Solomon. So Solomon was so intelligent, so wise, because his wisdom was coming straight from the Lord, no diluted. It was not diluted. It was not came from a man that gave to him, or the father, or what, but it was from the throne of wisdom that was poured upon him. So people was coming from every side of the place. Wisdom can nourish a man when you are wise, and this is, we have the example of King Solomon. But there is one thing, because he was too rich, that he have the possibility and the capacity to marry a lot of women. And you know, women, they say in verse chapter 11 of First King, So, but King Solomon loved many foreign women, as well as the daughter of Pharaoh. Can you imagine? Women of Moabite, Ammonite, Edonite, Sardonite, and Hittite. He, all the country that God say, don't give your daughter in marriage there and don't take their daughter. That's where he went. For it was so when Solomon was old that his wife turned his heart after other gods, and he heard was not his heart, was not loyal to the Lord his God, as was the heart of his father David. Look, David also have a lot of wife, but it was the children of Israel. He chose those among the children of Israel. So they were worshiping the same God, even though he have many, but they were worshiping the same God. Solomon went ahead and destroyed the kingdom. His father handed a peaceful kingdom to him, and in his turn, he divided because of love of women. So this is what I noticed here. So, and Hadar found, so they give him the 12 tribe of Israel, and he end up give only one to his son with too much trouble. So may the Lord bless us. May the Lord keep his face shine upon us and be gracious to us. May the Lord open his countenance towards us and give us peace. So as usual, I challenge you to know God by yourself through his word. Why? Because God is his word. And I challenge you to seek intimacy with God daily. Why? Because God is his word and God is the word. So stop looking God is his word. God is his word. So as per our schedule, tomorrow be the 14th. We have to read 1 Kings chapter 12, 13 and 14, and to read Luke chapter 1 from verse 26 to 56. So may the Lord bless you. Shalom.